Like any couple, my husband and I were very excited when we decided to start our family. We were overjoyed when we got pregnant and we found out it was going to be a boy, and we were just ready to start that chapter of our lives together. So Will was born in June of 2010. We had a great delivery, a great hospital stay, and just brought home a perfect, healthy baby boy, and we're overjoyed and so excited. And everything was great for the first couple years. But then around age 3, we noticed that there were some changes. We noticed that his development had slowed down a bit in comparison to his peers. He was still developing, he was still doing well, but we just noticed that there was something different, and we started trying to pursue answers. After several different wrong avenues, we randomly saw a television show, Today's Show, with a segment about Sanfilippo syndrome, which is a rare genetic disorder. And the minute that I saw the child featured on that, I knew in my heart that something was different about my son, and this is what it was. And we very fortunately had a very supportive doctor who's like, it's very rare, but we'll check for it and we'll go from there. And it came back positive. So Sanfilippo syndrome is, again, a rare genetic disorder, which is a progressive, debilitating condition. It is a terminal condition. There's no words to describe how devastating that is as a family. When you're waiting to have a child and have a family and you have all the dreams, and then to find out that your son has a condition that has no treatment, has no cure. So my husband and I, we stopped, we took stock, we prayed, we grieved all the dreams that we had for our family, and then we narrowed it down to what is important to us. What does every parent really want for their child? And that was, we want our son to be happy, we want our son to have the best quality and most wonderful life he can, and we want him to feel love. Through talking to other members in the special needs community, we heard about Inspiration Ranch, so we immediately applied. We heard from other Sanfilippo families around the country that talked about horseback riding and horse therapy and how beneficial it was to our children. So we applied, we were able to thankfully get in, and we started horseback riding. And when I say the things that mattered to us was our son being happy, our son being healthy, and our son being loved, the ranch accomplishes all three of those things for us. He is never as happy as when he gets on his horse and goes and rides. He lights up. The ranch itself, in terms of his physical ability, Will is now age 10, and he's still very mobile, still very active, which is fantastic for his condition. And we attribute that a lot to the work being done here at the ranch. He's loved. He's loved. When he comes on the ranch, everyone is happy to see him, and he feels that. He knows that he is cared about here. To know that when you've come from such a depth of despair from a terrible diagnosis to now living a life that is filled with happiness, with love, with being loved, that makes a huge difference not only to our son, but to us as a family and as caregivers, because we also feel loved and included and accepted and as part of being a family here. And that is just an amazing experience for us to have enjoyed.